Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Welcome to Shred Gaming, and today we're going to be making a tier list of all the different fighting game Christmas costumes. Now, when it comes to Christmas, I turn into the biggest Hallmark dad, dude. Like, Christmas lights are up, Christmas tree is up. I'm taking everybody out to go, stroll along Candy Cane Lane and go see all the Christmas decorations and everything. I love Christmas, and above all, I love Christmas costumes. These are my favorite costumes throughout all of game, not just fighting games. Marvel Rivals, Destiny costumes I used to get. I love the Christmas costumes. So I was really excited to put this tier list together, and it did take me a while, and I'm going to make it public to allow all of you guys to go make your own tier list if you want to. So that will be public, but I got my coffee. I got a lot of energy right now. Going to go through this list. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you some things that we're not going to be covering, which is mods. Definitely not doing mods. Definitely not doing color palettes, unfortunately. So Dragon Ball Fighters and Mortal Kombat 11's kind of out on this one. We're going to be going over Christmas specific costumes, and a lot of them are repetitive as well. So for instance, Dead or Alive 5 and Dead or Alive 6 have the same Mrs. Santa dresses. The Santa Claus suits, is repetitive throughout the same characters. And there's also a couple characters who had 3 characters had the same one. So all the ones that are repetitive, I'm actually counting as one. So in a grand total, throughout all of fighting games, there's actually 36 different costumes. So I know you're just as excited about I am about this. If you love the holidays, please like and subscribe, comment down below, and also share your tier list as well. Throw it up on Twitter and tag me in it. I'd love to see what it was, or you can comment down below. Let me know. This is a whole lot of fun. I love making these lists. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Now let's get after it. I got my coffee. I got my Christmas mug. My wife got this. It's pretty dope, dude. So, all right, so we are going to go through it kind of game by game, starting with Dead or Alive 5. They are kind of the originators of this whole thing too. This was actually, so starting with the first one, which is Mrs. Claus dress with Kasumi. I'm going to put it in nice just because it's kind of the OG Christmas costume. Dude, I did some research to try to find like all the Christmas costumes, and believe it or not, Dead or Alive 5 was the first. So that one deserves to be on the nice list. It's kind of generic. They're kind of all the same. I think there's only a few characters that didn't have the stockings. I know is definitely one of them, but for the most part, they're kind of all the same. So, they deserve to be on the nice list. All right, moving on to Reindeer Ein. I'm going to put this at Reindeer Run of the Mill. I didn't really like this one. I thought it was really kind of cliche and goofy. I mean, I know it's Dead or Alive, but I still felt like it was kind of goofy. Now, this one I'm putting on the nice list, which is the Dead or Alive 5 Hayate reindeer. I thought that because this one just captures the holiday spirit. I really like this one. I think it's dope. Now getting into the Dead or Alive 5, the sexy Christmas wrap. I'm going to put it in nice as well. Kind of reminded me of MK9 Melina bandage costume, but I mean, it's Dead or Alive that you're gonna find costumes like this, but I thought the Christmas wrap was a nice little touch, and only Dead or Alive 5 would do something like this, other than Mortal Kombat, of course. I mean, but that's Mortal Kombat 9. And then definitely I was gonna put it in nice. I'm putting this in Santa's Little Helper because I also think the snowman costume with it. So I forgot to tell you guys, with the Christmas wrap, this is Helena, Mamiji, and Neo Tengu. This one is gonna be Kasumi, Ayane, and Lei Feng that were in the snowman ones, but this was just one of my favorites. I love that costume. Now going to the reindeer, I'm also putting that in like Santa's Little Helper. That's one of the best costumes as well. And the way I rank these two is by kind of capturing the Christmas spirit, if that makes sense. I really felt like these two definitely captured it. If you didn't know, this is Kokoro, Marie Rose, and Phase 4 from Dead or Alive 5. And then Zach, I want to put this in nice, but it's again generic Santa Claus. So I'm putting a Reindeer Run of the Mill, but only Zach can get away with pulling that off. I mean, there's some pretty good ones later, but Zach is just dope in that costume. Some of the other ones don't look that cool, but yeah. All right, now we're moving on to Dead or Alive 6. And Dead or Alive 6 was the first to do the Santa bikini, and gosh dang it, I don't know if I should put it in nice or Reindeer Run of the Mill. I'm gonna put it in Reindeer Run of the Mill. No, I'm gonna put it in nice because they're the only ones who are pulling that stuff off. But I am gonna put the Kasumi, because it's literally the same costume. You know, all the girls had that same costume. And I'm also going to put Bass in there as well. Well, I used Bass for this example, but Kasumi and Bass, like they did a really good job here in Dead or Alive 5, but then they just repeated it in Dead or Alive 6. All right, now moving on to Mortal Kombat 1. Now this surprised the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Mortal Kombat 1 was the first Mortal Kombat to have the actual Christmas costumes. They didn't have anything in Mortal Kombat X, and that really surprised me that they didn't have any of the holiday stuff, you know, beforehand, especially in Mortal Kombat X. Dude, I really like the costumes in Mortal Kombat X. By the way, there's not a lot that goes. There is a couple that go here, by the way, in the naughty and the dump it to crumpet. And if you catch the dump it to crumpet, please comment down below. Please let me know that you caught that reference. But I thought Frost was decent. I'm putting her in reindeer run of the mill because she also is kind of she really captured the Christmas spirit, and she did do the Mortal Kombat mobile game. It was a callback to that. I don't know. I didn't really like Frost's entire design when it came to Mortal Kombat 1. I just, you know, felt like they took the design from the mobile and just threw a bunch of lights on it. Now, if I could have an S tier, like top tier Christmas costume, like above all else, the Mortal Kombat 1 Katana Christmas costume reigns supreme. In fact, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. That one reigns supreme, dude. It is above all else. So I'm gonna change things up a bit. All right, dude. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna disagree with me on this one, but the Katana Mortal Kombat 1 Christmas costume to me that's just perfect, top tier, chef's kiss. Dude, that is one of the best Christmas costumes I've ever seen. I love that costume. All right, now going to Reptile. I got to give him some credit because he does have the tattoos, but it's such he's supposed to be like an elf, but it's such an awkward costume, dude. So I'm gonna put that one there. Yeah, he just looks. I just thought Reptile was just outside of his default costume. I just thought Reptile looked a little generic. I'll give him some credit for, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him some credit for creativity. I like the tattoos and everything, but yeah, it was an awkward looking costume to me. All right, Serena, who is my favorite character in the entire Mortal Kombat franchise. I still felt it was a little generic, so I'm gonna put it on the reindeer run of the mill. Definitely A for effort. When moving to the next one, and I'm super glad that they gave Serena a costume. Just in general, I'm glad that they gave her a Christmas costume because Serena's literally my favorite character in all of Mortal Kombat. But Krampus, the Shao Kahn Krampus costume, that was just top tier, dude. Like, say what you want about Mortal Kombat 1 was an awful game. It is Mortal Kombat 1 is arguably one of the reasons why I stopped making Mortal Kombat content. It's a terrible game. But some of the costumes that they came up with it were just dead on, dude. And like the Christmas costumes were up there. So the Frost one was okay. The Serena one was really good. The Shao Kahn one was really, really good. But this Katana costume, that's just top tier chef's kiss Christmas costume, dude. I'm stoked on that one. I mained Katana in Mortal Kombat 9, in Mortal Kombat X, and in Mortal Kombat 11. I hated her in Mortal Kombat 1. The only reason I even learned how to play her was because of this costume. All right, now we're gonna move on to Tekken. By the way, not a lot of Tekken costumes, but I do have a little surprise for you guys over here, and I'll get to that in just a bit. Tekken, kind of the same. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to say is, like, I said no mods, no color palettes, no, repetitive ones are going to count as one, like we did here, before. Also customizations too. So it's like one single piece of a Christmas costume doesn't count. I'm just talking full costumes. And they actually did with Tekken 8. I mean, it's still customization kind of, but they did at least have like full costumes to sell. So Reina, I'm gonna put reindeer run of the mill because it looks it looks just like the Dead or Alive ones. People can argue that the Dead or, like, a lot of the costumes in Tekken 8 are kind of based off of the Dead or Alive, like, pretty much the ninja costume is pretty much Kasumi's costume. Yeah, and then where is he? Same thing I'm just going to put this here because, so I'm going to put those as naughty just because of how generic they are. Not really a lot of creativity. When it comes to Santa Claus, like the Santa Claus suit, I'll show you what a good Santa Claus suit, because Street Fighter V did a great one with G, and I'll get to that in just a little bit. Same thing here. Tekken 7, because you just got to include it with a different game. They had the Santa dresses, so I wanted to include that one. But yeah, so those are kind of like run of the mill. You know, I know they put reindeer run of the mill, but I mean, they're so generic, so I just kind of had to put them there. You know, the only reason that I'm including, well, the bikini was the only one that was done in Dead or Alive 6, so of course I'm going to put that there. Same thing with this one right here, the Kasumi one. I probably should put it up higher because technically they were the first to do it, but it's just kind of generic and fun. So, but these ones were were really creative, so I wanted to keep those. Before we get to Street Fighter, because Street Fighter probably has some of the best costumes, dude, and some of the worst costumes as well. Let's do Tekken Tag 2. Now, fun fact, Tekken had a arcade specific Christmas costume, or it wasn't in the console version, and you can only get it in the arcades, and it's this one. So I'm going to put it on the naughty list, just the fact that it exists. Super generic, super, you know, just low key. Props to them for having it, but they did have it and it did exist in the arcades. So moving on to Street Fighter V. Wanted to save this for last, although I'm Dead or Alive, you know, till the day I die. But Street Fighter had some pretty freaking cool costumes, dude. They had some really good costumes. So going to start with Lucia, I'm gonna put that at reindeer run of the mill, just for creativity, just for it. It's like slightly creative. The dress was really cool. I mean, they just threw the bunny out, the bunny on there. I thought that was a little strange. All right, moving on to Alex. I'm gonna put Alex at reindeer run of the mill. Pretty decent costume. And then for Blanca, hated this. I don't like this costume at all, but I know a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna put it on the the naughty list. Now, this is gonna be a little biased because I am a Cammy main, but that was one of the best Christmas costumes, hands down, dude. This is an amazing Christmas costume. I love this Christmas costume. Throw on the cat ears. It just is Cammy. It's Christmas. It's Street Fighter. Like, they caught the Christmas spirit. I love this costume, dude. Great costume. And what's weird is I can't find a Christmas costume that I put in the Dump It to Crumpet. Some of these, yeah, they're a little generic. And I'm going to put Cody up here with Nice, because this costume just reminds me of Violent Night, which is an awesome Christmas movie. So I'm going to put that on the nice list. I think that's an awesome costume. Now, y'all are going to hate me for this one. I really like I like this one. It's not a just a deal breaker or just awful costume. It's going for that Rockettes look. I just did not like this Folk costume, dude. Or Falk costume. And I'm gonna put that on the naughty list because it could have been better, but it's still okay. A lot of Falk fans are gonna hate me right now, but yeah, I was not a huge fan of this one. Now, this right here is a good Santa Claus costume. When I think of Santa and just capturing that Christmas spirit, G did it perfectly, and I think this is the right way to do a Santa Claus costume. Now with Jury, this also gets it. It was almost there. It's really good costume. Not quite there, but it's close. It's very close. I'm gonna put this one at reindeer run of the mill, just because I don't like Karen, and I can't think of anyone who likes a Karen, but Karen. I always, whenever I heard her name, if it's Corinne or Karen, I heard Punk say Karen, so I just call her Karen. But I hate that character so much, so I'm gonna put her at reindeer. So there's a little bit of a bias there. Ken, that's a gnarly costume. That's such a good costume, dude. I'm putting him on the nice list, dude, because that's just a baller costume right there, dude. It's almost there. Same thing with the Jury one. Those two are almost, they're right there. And I mean, I almost feel like Dave Portnoy a little bit, You know, it's like he'll have the best pizza in all of New York, and he'll give it like an 8.8. And I know I'm kind of doing that, but I'm not putting people like in the F zone here. But I can't. There's gonna be one that's gonna go there. There's gonna be one, and it's super biased. It's a super biased pick, and you'll see when I get there. All right, this one, Colleen, that one's going right to the top, dude. Colleen's one of my favorite characters. That really, it's finally, we got some blue, we got some ice in there, and that's a great costume. Laura, I'm gonna put right there. Also great costume. I like the feathers and everything that they added there. Manat, this is top tier. This is way, if there was another tier that I would add, I almost think I should have probably moved all these down. I don't know if I should or not. Because a lot of these deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be there, but these don't deserve to be here. So I can't, there's one costume that's going to go there, but that it's super biased. But Manat, that's up there with Katana. That's a really good Christmas costume. All right, guys, this is the one. I hate poison. I do not like this character at all. It's not the it's the whip. I hate playing against this character. It's more mechanical than anything else. I can't stand that character. I was not a huge fan of this, and to be honest, it's not a very good. I'll give it to her for the heels. The shoes were really cool, but not the greatest costume in the world. Let's go with Armika. I'm gonna put Armika right there because that's a dope costume. That's a really good costume. Now, Sakura, just because she has black lipstick. That's literally the only reason why. And then finally, Zangief. This is a dope costume. This one deserves to be right there at the A tier. Again, almost there. It's up there, dude. His Christmas costume is right there, but it would, if I was to put this one, and this one, and these up there, it would devalue the best ones. And I already told you guys the reason why these are the best Christmas costumes. These, in my opinion, these 6 costumes are the best Christmas costumes I've ever seen. And they're really close. These right here are super good. But like I said, they're a little bit generic. Wait, did I move this down? Was that supposed? I don't think that was supposed to go down, dude. That should be right there. That's my bad. Yeah, like kind of the run of the mill. Okay, I want Serena to go higher. The costume just didn't do it for me. Yeah, a lot of these were really good, and I hate to put, because I'm such a DOA fan, I hate to put these here, but they're just kind of generic. I feel like this one should go higher, but I don't know. These two were too good. These two were super good. Krampus was really good too. Yeah, so the bikini one also, it's just kind of generic bikini. It's like, it's kind of a typical sexy Dead or Alive, Christmas costume. If they put more, like bells and whistles onto it, I think it would do a lot better. Like, the thing that you got to do with Christmas costumes, you need to a little bit overdo it, That's why I like this Katana one, the Kami one, the Sakura one. They kind of go a little above and beyond, when it comes to this. That's why these are a lot higher. So I feel like if the bikini one had like, some more bells, more, just more Christmas things added to it, would have been a lot better. These are just like really generic, like I said, I don't like the Falk one. It just didn't do it for me. And I'm going to put, because I just can't stand that character. But yeah, that's my tier list. Hope you guys like it. Feel free to disagree. Feel free to make your own. And when you make your own, post it on Twitter and tag me in it. I want to see what you guys did with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. God bless you all. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. This is Shred, out.